1% gone in a day. LBMA vaults have 85 days left until empty. Yesterday, most of Wall Street missed it, but the silver market just sent up a flare. SLV, the world's most popular silver ETF, issued 10.1 million new shares in a single session. That one move alone required nearly 9.2 million ounces of physical silver to be pulled straight from global supply vaults. One day, nearly 300 tons gone. So ask yourself, how many more days like that before the metal runs out? According to the LBMA, the headline number looks comforting: 24,199 tons of silver in their vaults, roughly 778 million ounces. Sounds like plenty, doesn't it? But divided by Monday's drawdown, and the math turns lethal. At that rate, the entire LBMA system could be drained dry in just 85 days, less than 3 months. And here's the dirty truth the establishment hopes you never ask: most of that metal isn't actually available. Alright folks, just a few hours ago, we got some very alarming information having to do with how much silver's left in the LBMA vaults. Now this is the article we're going to break down, and like you saw in the introduction, we would have 85 days left until the entire vaults are empty, run dry. And this isn't just prone to the LBMA, this has to do with the COMEX and the LME as well. There's not enough physical silver, and what's going to happen when they do completely run out? Would they just push delays or just make people settle in cash like they've done previously? What would that look like? And more importantly, what would that look like to the price when that happens? Because this is how they're able to suppress the price. First though, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Silver Slayer. I post daily silver videos, so if that seems interesting to you or you want to be updated on a daily basis, kept in the loop, make sure you click subscribe, click the bell so you get notified when I post. I'm also doing monthly giveaways over at the Secret Silver Society. That's patreon.com/silverslayer. You pay $5 a month for a chance on the 31st of every month to win a $50 or $60 coin. Plus the group is only like 20 members, so your chances of winning are extremely high compared to main channel giveaways. Plus you have the members only chat room. You can post pictures of your stack in there, talk to all the other stackers. We're chatting in there all day long. You can directly message me as well, get to know me, get to know you, and it's always something to look forward to. The 31st of every month, I pick one of the members wins some silver. And if you want to purchase silver and not just throw your odds out there, you can send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. We have weekly gold, silver, and platinum specials. So when you send the email to info@milesfranklin.com after letting them know Slayer sent you, ask what the price sheet is or ask what this week's specials are. They're highlighted in green at the top of each price sheet. We have several different ways to pay. Andy Sheckman is the CEO. So when you buy from Miles Franklin, you're supporting Andy Sheckman and myself instead of some big corporation, right? Andy and I have been doing this for a very long time, spend a lot of our time each day trying to give back, trying to help, trying to spread the word. So I recommend, buying from us instead of somewhere else, especially since our prices are just as good, if not better. But anyways, let's check out this article. I will link this in the description. When the vaults run dry, silver shortage, empire debt, and the elites who betrayed America. Only physical and miners survive. Silver is vanishing, system is burning, and trust in leaders is dead. 1% gone in a day. The silver time bomb. When metals collapse, empires follow. Yesterday, most of Wall Street missed it, but the silver market just sent up a flare. SLV, the world's most popular silver ETF, issued 10.1 million new shares in a single session. That one move alone required nearly 9.2 million ounces of physical silver, which is to be pulled straight from global supply vaults. One day, nearly 300 tons gone. Ask yourself how many more days like that before the metal runs out. The illusion of endless supply. That is such a good statement. This illusion of endless supply is also how they're able to bring this illusion of the price. Price is the greatest tool of misdirection. According to the London Bullion Market Association, the headline numbers looks comforting. right? 778 million ounces. Sounds like plenty, doesn't it? But divided by Monday's drawdown and the math turns lethal. At that rate, the entire LBMA system could be drained dry in just 85 trading days, less than 3 months. Here's the dirty truth the establishment hopes you never ask. Most of that metal isn't actually available. What do you mean, Slayer? Check this out. There's hidden chains on the metal. London's stash is already locked down inside ETFs, tied up in other industrial contracts, or sitting in long-term hoards that won't return to market. So once you strip that away, the countdown shrinks dramatically. And that's why when people say, oh, there's plenty of above ground silver left or the silver reserves, they aren't including or incorporating the context. They just see 778 million ounces. Okay. But that doesn't mean that that's all silver that's available right then. It's not. That is either them just being ignorant or purposely misleading or leaving out context to pursue their own agenda, or they're just stupid and they don't know how these markets really work. So if only half is real free float, the vaults are, and free float is meaning that's, the silver that's actually able to be, the contracts turned into physical. The vaults are bare in just 42 days, a third, 28 days, a quarter, 21. 3 weeks of sustained stress in the world's largest bullion market could be functionally empty. Do you see the stability here, or do you see an illusion stretched thin over an abyss? Paper promises. And by the way, this is what the Hunt brothers did in 1980, and the government wasn't going to allow them to just take all the physical silver, all the contracts turned into physical. So the government banned silver on the spot. They said, nope, you can't get all that silver. And guess what? We're actually going to ban silver trading on the COMEX. A very, very, very small number of contracts are able to be held, and the rest you have to sell it, not to your friends, not to family. It has to be sold back to the feds. It was called Silver Rule 7. They banned silver trading on the COMEX to destroy the Hunt brothers, pushing silver to the highest price it's been till this day. Every time investors pour into SLV, paper transactions on screens turn into real-world silver, leaving vaults and becoming entombed in the ETF. Those bars don't come back. They are pulled out of the available pool forever. And unlike equities, commodities, or even dollars, there is no reset button in silver. You cannot print it. You cannot decree more of it into existence. And that is what something with intrinsic value is. No matter who says that 1 ounce coin is worth what is irrelevant, because the coin's value is the 1 ounce of silver inside of it, not the price tag attached to it. You are not determining a silver's 1 ounce American Eagles coin. You're not determining its value on the price tag like you do with anything else, because the value is the silver itself, the actual item. Once you truly understand that meaning behind silver, when you could detach its value from the paper price's value of it, then you're a true silver stacker. Then you won't care when the price goes down, because you understand the price is irrelevant to what silver is valuable for, where most people don't understand that, and that's why panic selling is so common. So silver just happens to be the tightest industrial metal on earth, and perversely among the most shorted by financial gamblers. That collision of scarcity and leverage isn't just unsustainable, it's explosive. The industrial demand machine, silver demand isn't optional anymore. Entire energy revolutions depend on it. Like I said, we don't have enough silver to go green. I even asked ChatGPT 5 to look at its database, go look at all the numbers and everything, and even ChatGPT 5 said we don't have enough silver to go green. The numbers don't add up, it's not realistic. So EVs and their batteries, like Samsung's solid-state battery, can't move without it. And Samsung's new battery requires even more silver. Weapon systems and missile guidance rely on it. Satellites and aircraft laced with it. Silver isn't a luxury, it's a backbone. And supply? And by the way, gold is more of a luxury. Now, yes, gold is used in electronics and stuff. I used to scrap gold out of cell phones and laptops, but just nowhere near to the extent that silver is. So, supply, it's a sick joke. No major discoveries in decades. Mexico, the world's largest producer, is strangling its mining sector with hostile taxes, regulations, and harassment. And also, Mexico is about to nationalize silver and keep it all for themselves, even though they are the biggest producer. They're about to stop exporting it and keep it all for themselves. Why wouldn't they? They're sitting on a gold mine, pun intended, with all this silver. Why would they be giving it away? Already, we've been living through a structural 5-year supply deficit, and it's only deepening. Industry needs more. Investors want more. Yet, there isn't enough to go around. What happens when demand collides with scarcity at full speed, right? Everyone wants a slice of the silver pie. There's not enough pie to go around. Low supply, high demand pushes the price up. An empire bleeding out. Step back and silver's crunch isn't happening in a vacuum. The U.S. sits on a mountain of $37 trillion in debt, not including the nightmare of unfunded liabilities. Interest payments are already devouring Washington's budget, turning treasury auctions into begging marathons. Meanwhile, commercial real estate is collapsing in slow motion. Empty offices, defaulting loans, and banks full of toxic property paper. Foreign governments have done the math. That's why they're unloading treasuries and hoarding gold and silver. They see the end of empire in motion. Do you? Now you have crisis collides with scarcity. Here's the point. All of this comes crashing together on one fragile fulcrum. Debt spiraling out of control, real estate on fire, confidence shattered by elite exploitation, and into that, the chaos marches in with the silver supply crisis, a market already in multi-year deficits. Now, down to mere weeks of real free inventory if stress continues. At some point, industry will need the same ounces that ETFs are locking inside vaults. Investors will want deliveries that shorts can't provide. There will be no magical supply injection, and no billionaire bailout can conjure bullion out of thin air, right? And that is where you would start seeing, and here's some of the red flags of that happening. You'll start seeing delays, right? You'll start seeing delays on your contracts, or then all of a sudden, instead of delays, weeks, days, weeks, months delays, then they will force you to settle in cash, right? And that's where it's game over. That's proof. I mean, look what happened with the nickel market before, or even if you look at some of the instances of what happened with the U.S. Mint, starting in 2020 from COVID, all that, they had to make the emergency 1 million mint supply at the end of the year from the San Francisco Mint. The following year, they finally admit, that they don't have enough silver planches to make their silver planches, meaning the silver rounds to stamp their coins, because they outsourced their silver, stopped doing in-house and all this, yada, yada. You always see the same type of it's like a trickle down effect. It's always little by little, and then all of it's going to come crashing down. It's also why there's like that statistic, 90% of the movement happens the last 10% of the leg. And something with this that's been it's like a teapot just ready to explode for so long, because there's been so much behind the scenes trying to hold it down decade after decade after decade. But it is seeming like more than ever, or in today's time, it's more realistic for that to actually pop, that bubble to actually burst. So the end game is simple. Paper will fail, politicians will lie, institutions will crumble, but none of them can bend hard reality. Silver doesn't exist in infinite supply, and once it runs out, only physical in your hands will matter. The numbers prove it, deficits confirm it. The politics accelerate it, and the corruption seals it. The empire burns, the vaults drain, the clock ticks. Only real question left: when the breaking point arrives, will you be one of the few holding real silver, or just another believer in paper promise hurled into the fire? Good question. So anyways, folks, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I have to go to my daughter's kindergarten assessment thing. She starts on the 22nd. We did her open house yesterday. It was really cute, just to see how excited she was. So yeah, I have to go do that right now, and then I will maybe post another video again later today. I didn't post yesterday because I was doing all that, so just stay tuned. I appreciate all the support. Like I said, this is my full-time job, so liking the videos, leaving comments, sharing, watching till the end, supporting me on Patreon, becoming a channel member, buying from me through Miles Franklin, that all helps a lot. Because I really am passionate about this. My whole goal is to help people preserve their wealth, expose what's really going on, so people can, have this choice to be able to protect themselves and their families and loved ones, and precious metals is the best way to do that. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. From now on, every single month on the 31st, you have a chance to win silver, a continuous silver giveaway. Well, if you become a member of the Secret Silver Society on my Patreon, you have that opportunity. So every single month, you have something exciting to look forward to, which would be winning silver. On top of that, you'll have access to a live chat room with other silver stackers where you can post pictures and chat, just hang out with everyone, and have early access to my videos along with supporting me. If this is something you'd like to do, then come join my Patreon. It's patreon.com/silverslayer. Upon joining, you'll be given a monthly raffle ticket and instant access to that chat room. Go introduce yourself. Everyone is super nice, and it's more personal and intimate than a YouTube comment section. Folks, I'm so excited to announce that I've partnered with American medical experts whose purpose is helping veterans get the medical benefits that they truly deserve. Over 17 million veterans aren't receiving their full benefits, and if this is you or someone you know, then act now. American medical experts are offering free consultations through our med team to see how we can help. The med team offers board-certified doctors who have experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical evidence for services like mental health as well. Some of these include your Nexus letter, your DBQs, your TDIUs, your AAs, and more. I want to personally thank American medical experts for helping veterans, but also giving me an opportunity to help veterans as well. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get a free consultation through our med team. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.